has a go. That's one way to do it. You can add that one to the catches package. That is sensational stuff from Williams.
She's another blinder. Williams, now bring on the tunes. He's unstoppable.
Well, Kesrick Williams was unstoppable. Danny, you're quite indomitable. So, did you learn any moves from Kesrick Williams, or did Kesrick Williams learn some moves from you?
Yeah, this is what I'm about in terms of the Hero CPL, the characters that are involved in the game, and particularly this tournament, Carters. You get him with this with the dancing shoes on, apart from an extraordinary reflex catch. That is top draw. And as Mike Hazeman said in commentary, put that in the archive for the best of the season. And, the guys that get the notebooks out, and he had another celebration, didn't he, where Kesrick would get a wicket and he'd just make a little note and be cheeky, and then someone else would be signing their bat and doing all sorts of things. So the players, particularly the local players, the West Indians, almost trying to outdo each other with their celebrations and stuff. Mr. Sargent, Cottrell and the gang, Christopher Henry Gale, Universe Boss and his. So it's a great joy to see all of this, apart from, say, the excellence in the talent of pulling off a catch like that for Kesrick.
So have you ever, pulled off a miraculous cotton ball, and what kind of goes through your mind, if anything at all, in that split second?
Yeah, the difficult thing for a quick bowler in his follow through, to then go back against yourself, that's a real key here, because it is, for Kesrick, as you say, he's falling away to the offside, then he's got to come back towards the onside and execute that catch. Brilliant. Takes some doing, and it's a great feeling. It really is a good feeling when you can do that, because you are off balance and you can create something one-handed. I do remember one actually, but it was last century, too long ago.
No, please, we'd love to hear it. I would love to hear it.
Well, in fact, I think in these crazy old days of Twitter, you get the odd one comes up, and I tell you, God, Ian Smith was keeping. I think we're playing Pakistan in 1989, so the retro 80s were in full vogue. And I'm trying to think, it might have been Shoaib. Might have been Shoaib Mohammed. Anyway, and got an edge, and I had to go back across the pitch like that. So it was a bit more slow-mo, not as fast and furious as Kesrick's catch, but we were playing 50 over quickly, not as fast as T20. And so then I managed to go across the pitch and sort of fall. And I remember, even now, it felt like a bit of slow motion. I thought, shall I? Okay, because it was the toe of the bat mishit, and it just started to lob back. And I sort of fell with it, and I ended up catching it one-handed, diving further across the pitch because, as I say, I had more time. But it's funny when they stick. When they stick like that, with Kesrick holding onto one, for quick men, having to go back on yourself, it's a good vibe and a good feeling. And we won the game, Carters.
That always helps. I was actually watching your hat trick that you took against India. I'm sure our viewers know that Danny Morrison was the first New Zealander to take a hat trick in one-day internationals, and unfortunately, it was against India, where we seemed to be, Kapil Dev was almost nibbling at a victory, perhaps an improbable victory, but perhaps a victory. And Danny Morrison came and took 3 and 3 all bowls, cleanish bowls, and that was it for us. So Danny Morrison, behind all this hoopla back in the 80s, 90s, he was quite a menacing beast, if I may say.
With hair flowing.